All right, with the World Health Organization warning about a resurgence of COVID cases this summer, new vaccines could be on their way to Canada. Here's Dr. Iris Gorfinkel. She joins us for more on this and other health headlines. And Dr. Gorfinkel, what can you tell us about these new vaccines? They were just approved in the U.S., correct?
That's absolutely right. So Pfizer and Moderna's vaccines, their mRNA vaccines, have now been approved to treat the latest variants of COVID. And I'm going to lay out 3 reasons why vaccination is so important. And consider that only 1 in 5 Canadians had received the most recent one, the XBB vaccine. But let's talk about why we need to get this one. Reason number 1, prevent severe disease. Reduction in hospitalization by 2/3. Reason number 2, reduce long COVID. That is still a major problem. Reason number 3, reduce its longer-term health impacts. I'm talking about blood clots, heart attacks, strokes, severe depression, anxiety. These are all known complications of COVID.
How do these vaccines differ from the previous ones?
So they're targeting the latest variants, KP2. Now, true, KP2 is not as common. Now it's mainly about KP3. That's actually 3 out of 4 cases in Canada right now. However, they're all flirt variants, so the vaccines should be effective against them as well.
Okay. Meantime, we want to move on to something that we enjoy around here, which is a morning cup of coffee. But for those who drink large amounts of caffeine regularly, there's a study that says it could increase the risk of heart disease.
Oh my gosh. Study out of India, 100 people, regular caffeine drinkers, all under 45, all adults. And what they found is those who drank the highest amounts had higher blood pressures after exercising for 3 minutes. So they gave them the step test, and they just found their blood pressures did not come down at the same rate. And same with their pulses. They just remained elevated 5 minutes after doing the exercise. And so this makes you wonder. I'll ask you, don't you think caffeine amounts should be listed on what you buy? Like if you go to Starbucks, don't you have a right to know just how many milligrams you're getting?
Sure.
Well, hey, jinx, baby. If that was more than 400 milligrams, you will have that effect. A slightly higher pulse, a slightly higher blood pressure. And if it's more than 600 milligrams, I'm talking about 2 of those blondes from Starbucks, you are talking about a higher blood pressure, higher pulse rate.
On the topic of caffeine, another study, apparently our ability to metabolize it decreases as we get older. And this study says that we age in 2 dramatic bursts. Can you tell us more about this?
This is so fascinating. So we know that diseases happen more commonly as we get older. Cancers, Alzheimer's, diabetes. So what do you think? Is it because we're just gradually stepping down in our ability to fight off disease? That's the model I had in mind. Not so according to this study. They looked at over 1,000 different chemicals in our body and the microbiome on the skin, in the urine, in the stool. And what did they find? It massively changes in 2 points in our lifetime. One is when we're 45, and the other is when we're 60. And that's 95% of the many thousands of chemicals and germs they had tested. So think about how that flips how we think about aging. It's not just about a steady downstream. It's like when you get to 45, you have this change. And then when you get to 60, you change again.
And we all noted as we get older, the changes, right?
Oh, you can totally feel it and see it. So what are we going to do to prevent that? The 10 poles of wellness: sleeping, eating healthy, Mediterranean diet, making sure to get that exercise, not drinking, not smoking. Simple things.
For sure, yes, to increase our longevity, hopefully, yes. Dr. Gorfinkel, we got to leave it there. Thank you so much as always. Appreciate this, and have a great weekend.
You too.